Good morning, Nancy Burt-Preece here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm doing this for my YouTube channel as well as a Facebook Live. So here's all my contact information, my August host code. Today is Wednesday, August 28th, so golly gee, August is going quick. Here's my Facebook business page. Please check. In fact, this Friday, I have another challenge. It's an easy, fun question, and I'm giving away prizes every other week. So please join my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, watch to the end, share with your friends, and tell them to watch to the end because that's how I build up my watch hours. Today, we are going to make a back fold card. I like this card for lots of reasons. When you open it up, you have a nice stain, but with this, it closes right down. The other fun thing about this is it can stand up. So I am using some of the gorgeous paper, and let's see if I can bring it over. I didn't do that. Which is from the Splendid Autumn Designer Series paper. It's pretty beautiful. I just think it's gorgeous. And I wanted to do something that really focused and showcased the paper. So I picked a piece and I was thinking, oh my goodness, this would be perfect for a back fold card. And I realize I have some of it ready and some of it not. So we'll be doing it together. Here is the directions. If you want to go ahead and print those out or take a screenshot, very easy. I'm going to show you with a piece of paper. It's 5.5 by 7.5. So this is the 8.5 side. So with this in your paper trimmer, trim off an inch. And basically that gives you an inch to use on something else. Punches, all sorts of things. Turn your paper like this. Cut it at 5.5. And that gives you two pieces to work with. I'm going to move this to the side. And I'm going to start with my base. And I realize I didn't cut. I wanted to cut the paper with you, but I'll have to cut the wild wheat too, but that's totally fine. So here's my 5.5 by 7.5 piece. I'm going to score it. So I'm going to park the dark. I'm going to score it at 3 1/4 with my light blade. Then I'm going to move this arm out and score it at 6 1/2. And that is all you have to do with the cutting and scoring. So when you go ahead and fold this, you're going to fold it. I always turn it over this way. I don't know why I do it that way. You can do it either way. And this actually gets folded back. That's why they call it a back fold. Who originally made it? I don't know. So many people have done it. I'm really not sure. I'd love to give credit, but I'm not sure. So this is what the card is going to look like. It's not hard. It fits. It's a 4 1/4 by 5.5. Fits in an envelope, which is great. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to decide which part, because the Designer Series paper needs to be at 5 inches. Where do I want to take a little off? I decided I wanted to take a little off of the sky. The sky is gorgeous. And sometimes I do it like I might do 5 1/4 and take off some of the sky, which I can use. A lot of this, the back is pretty. You can use that on something. Now I might turn it over. Every piece I do is a little different. And I'm going to trim off just a teeny smidge on the bottom. So it comes to, that I probably would throw away, comes to 5 inches. Now I need it to be 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut 2 3/4 black. I'm going to keep this in the correct area, and I'm going to come into my 1/2 inch mark right there, and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to save this and this for another card. So I'll put that to the side. Since I'm cutting, I might as well show you the mats. Now, a friend of mine, my friend June, has been showing me some wonderful cards that she has been using with wild wheat as a base or a mat. And I'm like, oh, I have to, it's not my favorite color, but I'm going to use wild wheat. So the first mat is 3 by 5 1/4. Now, how would I do that? I'd probably do the 5 1/4. That's just me. You can do it. There's no certain way because often I'm cutting more than one. So I would do it this way. So this is my mat for my large piece. Doesn't that wild wheat really set it beautifully? And then my mat for my small piece, which is this 5 1/4, is a 3/4 inch. Now, because this doesn't make a difference which direction, I'm going to turn it and cut the 3/4 right there. It's just easier to figure it out. And my wild wheat is done. I did some pre-stamping. I used sketched butterflies, and I also used, what's the other one I used? So Sincere for the 2 saints. This is the sketched butterfly. That's the So Sincere. I'm going to bring this back in. The white is 3 by 5 1/4. I also decided I really wanted just something to come down. Could you do more than one? Yes. And I kind of, it just standing there just seemed weird, just this one thing coming down. I could have put it underneath. There's lots of things I can do, but I just had a little gem there. This is the Earth Tone Shimmer Gems, and they are really pretty. So let's put the card together. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move this to the side. That I already adhered is I'm going to adhere my large designer series paper. And isn't this back of this designer series paper nice? Because you can use it for lots of things, I think. So I think that's really a great paper to have. And it's getting stuck here. And I'm going to just put that right on the wild wheat mat. This is Cajun Craze, and Cajun Craze and wild wheat are really pretty. And wild wheat is really pretty with a lot of things. I was like not trying to use it, and now I'm deciding I'm liking it. You know, we all change on that. When it first came out, it was like, blah. But now, look at that mat. That really like pops. I think that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I see my friend Missy. Hi, Missy. I'm doing a quick back fold card with this gorgeous designer series paper. And here is my 3 by 5 1/4. I just used Memento Black to put my saying on there. And my favorite part of this card is coming up because I absolutely love that it kind of locks in place. That is a favorite for me. Now, I know this is just kind of a small, but I really wanted it to be mounted on the wild wheat. Oh, come on. See, this is why we use green glue, because then we can have the wiggle room. You know, I used to not be a fan of green glue, and the funny thing is now I'm using it a lot because I really appreciate the wiggle room. And there's a lot of reasons, and it sticks really well. I really appreciate that. So now I'm going to put this on the back fold, and because of the way I cut it, it continues the scene, which I you know, that's my thing. I like that. Now I'm going to, if I glue the whole thing, I'm going to glue my card shut. Not that I haven't done that, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make sure I know where the saying is, and I'm going to put just a little bit of glue here. Yeah, I know Missy got me on the green glue, and at first I was not a fan, but now I'm kind of getting it, as we all know. So I'm going to put this here, hold it for a second. I'll show you the other one. The thing that I like about this is when you close it, it doesn't like pop open. This kind of holds it shut, and you can make it stand up for a beautiful display. So I just think that's really neat. This is from the same stamp set, which I didn't use this time. The Autumn Expressions, but I used the dies, and this is a little bit from the dies. I can't wait to keep using this. I love the words. I love the fonts. So what I did is I put just a tiny bit. I know I like that closure too, because it's easy and it really locks it in place. And I like this because it features the designer series paper. Come on, green glue. I guess I could get my other one. This one, I use it a lot now, as we all know. So I'll put this one on just a smidge. Now, could I put green glue on a different way? Absolutely. Because I know I can just put just a smidge on this. I'm going to go ahead and do it that way. I'm putting this down. I just think it adds a little bit of something. And because I really enjoy these dots, let me take a different one this time. Isn't that just a pretty closure? The Earth Tone Shimmer Gems. So it's an easy card. It's a quick card. And it's a fun fold. One of my classes said, can we do more fun folds? I go, we sure can. And that's an easy fun fold, but it's still a wow card. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to share with all your friends. Have a great day, my friends.